Well, hello my friends and welcome back to Busy Girl Budgets. My name is Mallory and I live in New Mexico with my husband and our 2 dogs. On this channel we utilize the cash envelope system, and today we're going to be doing a cash unstuffing as well as a budget with me for our upcoming paycheck. So grab your favorite drink or snack, cozy up, and let's get to budgeting. All right, everybody, well, welcome back again. Today we're going to start off by doing a cash unstuffing. We have very few things to unstuff actually, which is great. I think just 3. I want to take a minute here to just say if you're here, thank you so much for hanging out. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. If you are new here, then welcome. I hope you'll stay a while. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button on the video. And then in today's video, drop me a green heart emoji in the comments, and I will remind you guys to do that at the end as well. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and turn on the notifications, because soon we will be opening our Etsy shop, and that is how we're going to announce it, so you definitely do not want to miss it. So getting into the unstuffing, I don't have anything in my wallet to unstuff. I'm going to be unstuffing a little bit from health because I had to buy some vitamins. So we're going to take $20 from there, and okay, let me update that tracker. So this is great because my last cash stuffing, I actually finished a savings challenge, and so I was able to fully fund my health envelope for the next month's premium for my insurance, because this is a new thing for us to have to pay like out of pocket for our insurance. Before it was like taken out of my husband's check pre-tax. So I didn't ever like include it in my budget because it was just already taken. So it's a little bit different now. That is all we're taking from this binder. We don't have too much, like I said. And then the other binder is going to be my short-term binder. So we are going to pull everything from Costco. We did come back from Michigan just a few days ago, so we needed to get some groceries. So I'm going to pull 100. So we have 50, 70, 90, 100. And we actually went to Sam's, not Costco, but I just used this as my grocery overflow envelope. So let's go ahead and update this tracker. The birds are singing today and it's beautiful outside. So if you guys can hear that, they're just singing away. And I think it sounds really nice and peaceful, despite me not liking birds. All right, and then for beauty, my hair color did ship. I have it on auto ship from a company called eSalon. I am pulling 60 from here. 20, 40, 60. So we should have 10 left. Let's update this tracker. So Michigan it was so nice to like see my family and everything, but the weather was terrible while we were there. Absolutely miserable. So I'm so happy to be back in the warm sun. Okay, that is all we are unstuffing, and it should be 180. We will give that a quick count and make sure that it is. We've got 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, and 180. So that is correct. So this money is going to go back to the bank to pay my pay for the purchases that I made on my credit card. And that is it for the unstuffing portion of this video. So let's switch gears and get to budgeting for next week's paycheck. All right, my friends, we are back and ready to budget for our next paycheck. We are still receiving severance money from my husband's employer. That is going to be ending very soon, though. I should say ex-employer. That is going to be ending soon. So we're still trying to really just put a lot of money into our emergency fund. I also had a very generous family member who wrote us a check, and it was extremely generous of them to do that. And so that also is going to be incorporated into this cash stuffing. And I already transferred $1,000 to my high yield savings account towards my emergency fund. So we're going to go ahead and start by just writing 1,000 in here because that's already done. It's processing, so it's not, I can't show a screenshot of it yet, I don't think, because it hasn't actually posted. It takes a few days for that to go through. But we definitely were doing 1,000 into the emergency fund. So we started off with 1,600 And with the 1,000 going into my emergency fund, we have 600 left to budget with for all of my categories. So starting with my wallet, we are going to put, let's see. I already went to Costco, so let me see what else I might need this week. Let's say $50 in here. Dining out is going to get $50 this week. It's a special occasion this week, so we are going to go to dinner at some point. My fund money is going to get 10, miscellaneous 10, and my husband's usual 10. So we have 50, 100, 10, 20, and 30. So 130 going into the wallet. All right. And then we are going to move into my high priority binder. So like I said, the 1,000 for the emergency fund, I have already transferred that. So once that hits my emergency fund in Ally, I'll be up to 8,500. There's 7,500 in there right now. And my goal by the time my husband's done getting his severance was to have saved $10,000. And we're on track to do that, no problem. So that is wonderful. My dog's emergency fund, I'm going to put 50. So that is going to give them 1,100. Health, now this is really cool. Last week we completed the May savings challenge. I'm ahead on it. We completed it, and so I put the money that I had saved in there, which was $210. I put $200 of it into my health envelope, and then I put $10 into my gifts envelope. So with that money that I added last week, we have enough to pay for May's premium, which is still a few weeks away. So anything extra I'm adding now is going to go towards June's premium. Or, allergy medicine will need that. I have a doctor's appointment coming up, so I'll have a copay for that. But as far as the big heavy hitter $480 premium, that is already done and saved, which is wonderful. But we're going to go ahead and add 50 to this today. And then car repairs, I'm going to put, let's see, 20. And then Michigan has 270. Let's put 30 in there to make it 300. So in my high priority binder, we have 1,000, 50, 1,100, 50, 1,150 going into this binder. Whoops, wrong color. Switch that up. I hope you guys can hear the birds because it literally is just like so peaceful right now. And the temperature is like 80 something. It is so nice. Okay, now into our short-term binder. Let me see really quickly how much we have spent of this 1,600. Grab my calculator. Okay, we had 1,600 minus 130 minus 1,150. So we have 320 going forward. I'm going to write that in here. Okay. So Pups has 60. Let's put 40 so that it has 100. Household is sitting at 25. We're going to put the usual 5. Costco is empty because we just went here. I'm going to put, let's do 50 in there. Beauty, because I just unstuffed this, only has 10, so let's do 20. And then toiletries has how much? 25, and we'll give it the usual 5. So that means we've got 40, 90, 110, and 120. 120. So that means going forward we have 200. To put into my low priority binder and to my savings challenges. So that's awesome. Let's grab that binder. So since we have the 200, I think I might add a little bit more to this binder than I usually do. I'm going to stick with the 5 in coffee because that works plenty fine for us. and that'll give it 30. Entertainment has 40. Let's put 20, so it has 60. Shopping has 20. Let's give it 20. And then gifts, I added some extra from my savings challenge I completed, so it's at 45. We're going to leave that one at 5. So that will be $50 going into this binder. So that means we have 150 that we can put into our savings challenges. So let's grab that binder. All right, so if you guys missed last week's video, we did complete the May challenge, like I said. So this week we are going to be starting on the June challenge. So we've got 150. Let's do a 50 and a 30, and that'll make 80, and we'll get a good start on this challenge. So 80. Means we have 70 going forward. So I did complete the Terrific Savings Challenge. Let me show you guys. I completed it last week for $50. So these are all colored in now. So that was for 50, and my husband ordered scratch-offs for this, which I want to show you guys. So they finally came in. So he actually resized the challenges so that they fit better into an envelope. So we also got a corner rounder. So these look a lot better. So there's some new ones in here too. So we have the Terrific Challenge, which is the one that I did just with the scratch off. We are going to make some different denomination ones so that it's different things on here than what I've shown. But this is for $50. And then he designed this one, which is Progress Every Paycheck. So each time you get paid, you'll scratch one of these off and it'll tell you how much to contribute. I will say it's a little bit of a higher dollar amount. As you can see, the total is $750. So the numbers range from like $100 to $250. So this is definitely a higher dollar amount one. So here's a second one of these. And then this one is so cute. It is a hot air balloon saving challenge, which if you guys know anything about New Mexico or Albuquerque, that is where we live. And it's also the ballooning capital. So hot air balloons. We have a festival here every October. It's incredible. If you've never seen it on the news or anything, look it up. But it's a 10-day long festival where like hundreds and hundreds of hot air balloons are launched into the sky at the same time. And it is absolutely awesome. So this is another one of the ones that he designed. So these are all going to be available in our shop. He just put the scratch offs on here. These ones will not be laminated since they're scratch offs. Or maybe I will laminate them and put the scratch offs on top. I'm not really sure yet. But he just whipped these up really quickly and I wanted to show you guys. So since we finished the Terrific Savings Challenge, we're moving on to a different one. And this is one of the items I ordered from Budget with Maddie. These came in while we were in Michigan. So I ordered the whole series of these princess savings challenges and they are just absolutely gorgeous. There's one for like every princess. It is so cute. So each icon is worth $10. So with this whole challenge, you would save $100. And each of these princess savings challenges are the same amount. So I'm going to start working on this one. So we're going to start by putting 10 in there. Actually, let's do 20 in here. We'll put 20 in there. And I actually need to change the name of this challenge to Princess. Okay, so we're going to put 20 in there. That means we have 50 more. Okay, so for the Catch 'em All challenge, if we have 50, I know for sure I want to put 25 into this savings because they're in $25 increments, which means we have $25 left to put into our Catch 'em All challenge and the Daily Grind challenge. So let's do 1, 2, 3 in the Catch 'em All challenge. So we'll put 15. And then the Daily Grind, we're going to put the remaining 10. So we'll finish this row. So this is 150 over here. Okay, so now let's add up all of our numbers that are in pink, and that will hopefully add up to the 1,600 that we started with. So we have $130 in my wallet, $11.50 in the high priority binder, $120 in the short term binder, $50 in the low priority, and $180 in, or no, $150, sorry. Whoops, $150 in the savings challenges gives us $1,600, and that is correct. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me today. If you guys have made it to the end, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a green heart emoji in the comments. And sorry if you guys hear the wind. It's kind of windy. Anyway, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. All the things, all the things. Thank you so much for engaging with my channel. I hope to see you guys again here. We will catch you guys in our next video. Bye.